Yeah, Big Baby JTV, like, comment, sub, man. Let's just talk about it, right? I don't like talking about this, but let's talk about it, man. Aqib Talib and his brother, more specifically Aqib Talib, his older brother, and his football team of Pee Wee football team, coaching 9-year-olds, were involved in a big brawl last weekend, right? At a scrimmage game, not a real game, a scrimmage practice game, right? In Texas, that resulted in a big brawl. And after that brawl resulted in Aqib Talib's older brother, Yaqib, shooting one of the coaches dead, right? So, in case you don't know about the story, that's basically it. Yaqib, who is Aqib Talib's older brother, shot and killed a man over a football game. Not a NFL football game, not a college football game, not a high school football game, a Pee Wee football game. Now, if y'all don't know anything about football, Pee Wee is 9-year-olds and younger, okay? It's pretty much the youngest age you can play contact football, especially in the United States, right? And the crazy thing about this is that this news story hasn't really been circulating much because Aqib Talib he's pretty much, you can make a case that he's a Hall of Fame cornerback. He's one of the best cornerbacks that's been in the league for the past 10 years, essentially. He helped the Denver Broncos have one of the best secondaries in the league, the no-fly zone, with him, Chris Harris, TJ Ward, I believe. Amazing football player. He's retired now, early 30s, and you'd expect a man of this much clout, who's gained about $75 million in his football career, not to stoop this low to incite a brawl that ends up with a opposing team's coach. Specifically, his name is Mike Hochman, getting killed. Right. Now, look, let's start off with this, man. Aqib Talib is not responsible for what another man does, specifically his older brother. He has no responsibility for that, right? But Aqib Talib has a responsibility as somebody who is a Super Bowl winning cornerback football player, a dude that multiple kids look up to, right? Including all these 9-year-olds who eventually, a lot of them has their aspirations of making it to the league. Right? And he has a responsibility to tell people to stand back and stand down. Right? It's a big reason I didn't really talk too much about the January 6th incident on my YouTube, because point blank, clearly, Donald Trump could have ended all of that. Right? He had the power to end that raid, to end all of that nonsense in the sense, right? But he didn't. And that was a weak punk move by Donald Trump, right? Was he the one who told them to go inside and start that insurrection? Nah, but he had the power to end it, right? Same with Aqib Talib, right? When you're a man, especially a black man in the hood, right, to reach that level of success, whether you want it or not, you're automatically a role model. You're automatically a leader, whether you deserve it or not, right? And for me, I find it kind of funny and almost sad and pathetic that nobody in the news is really covering it like that, except for Jason Whitlock. Big shout out to Jason Whitlock. Please check out his channel. Go support, go like, subscribe, because he goes in depth and interviews the people who were there, the coaches who were there, right? And you know, for me, when I talk about black topics, when I talk about black empowerment, when I talk about black men standing up and being leaders in society, I talk about situations like this, man. I talk about situations where black men of power and influence, like Aqib Talib, right? Rappers, Young Thug, for example, right? People who have power and influence, especially not only to the younger kids, but to grown men too. They have a higher calling, bruh. You have a higher calling, man. And for Aqib Talib, right? Much like Will Smith, got over emotional, couldn't control himself, let his anger take over, and that resulted in another black man dying, right? And see, this is why I have problems with organizations like Black Lives Matter, bro. I'm going to bring this full circle. This is why I have problems with all these people who were back in 2020, protesting Black Lives Matter, who are all up there in the street, right? Who are all out there trying to prove, oh my God, we care and we love black people. We're done with George Floyd's killings. We're done with Breonna Taylor killings. We're done with police brutality. We're done with all these injustices, right? But when it comes to black folks, when it comes to us, specifically black men, we're killing each other at a crazy rate, especially these days, bro. I don't know what it is. If y'all really care about black lives, really, then we have to really address the black on black violence, man. We need to stop bullshitting, man. We need to stop playing. Aqib Talib shooting his brother shooting another grown black male, right? A 44-year-old black man who's a coach, who's a father, who's influential in the community, in front of his own children, in front of multiple people, is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen or heard of in my entire life, bro. And the crazy part about this is not rare. Niggas is shooting and killing each other every single day. Look at Chicago. Look at Philadelphia. Philadelphia has about 1.6 million people living in there, right? There's been 1,200 shootings in the city of Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a hella black city. And I'm guaranteeing you that most of those shootings were black men shooting another black man. Point blank, period. I guarantee you that was the case, right? So when all these people say Black Lives Matter, does it matter to who? Who does it matter to? Does it matter to these politicians who want votes from black folks? Does it matter to people like Justin Trudeau who don't care about black people at all, right? Does it matter to people who want to use y'all for political gains? Does it matter to black men who constantly shoot each other? Does it matter to you niggas? Does it? Or is it all just a joke? Is it all just a self-hating rotation of black man killing another black man, killing another black man, killing another black man, and then you're going to have a drill song about it, and now it's retaliation, and now it's beef on beef on beef? We need to stop the cycle of self-hatred, man. We need to stop this cycle of self-hatred. And I don't know what possessed Aqib Talib to incite a brawl. I don't know what possessed Will Smith to smack another black man. I don't know what possessed whoever killed Jay the youngin and shot at his dad. I don't know what possessed whoever to kill Tuka. I don't know what possessed King Von to come run up on, that dude. I forget his name. It doesn't even matter. But we have to start respecting each other as black folks, specifically as black men. We need to know that, that's not my op. That's not my hater. That's my brother. And I'm not in this thing to kill him. I'm not coaching a youth pee-wee football game to get in a brawl with another black man who's trying to raise his own children like I'm trying to raise my children. I shouldn't have to go buck up, run up on him and the reps, create a brawl, and now I have my older brother shoot and kill this man. I don't have to do that. That's my brother. I have to recognize him as another black man who's trying his best in the society and not incite violence, not have an over emotional reaction, not have an impulse control reaction, right? And people in the society need to realize that, if you really do believe that Black Lives Matter, if you don't want another George Floyd situation, why don't you go help community activists who are actually trying to make change on the ground instead of donating to a multi-million-dollar corporation which is buying mansions, instead of donating to political parties that are not doing nothing on the ground, instead of donating to stupid organizations or NGOs that are just going to fill their own pockets and help political parties instead of actually helping impoverished black youth, specifically black young boys and young men who usually are shooting and killing other black folks more than the police. Yes, we should hold police accountable. Yes, we should hold these racists accountable, these racist white folks. But until we address the hate within the black community between black males, we're going to have a lot more of these situations, man. Now, what should happen to Aqib Talib? We'll see. He's probably going to get sued. A lot of his money is going to go. His brother is probably going to die in jail, as he deserves to. You know what I mean? But I just want to see what happens next. I want y'all to check out Jason Whitlock's coverage of this. He does an amazing job of interviewing people involved. This is real journalism. And it's an eye-opening moment. It's one of the saddest situations ever, because as somebody who loves football, played football, was involved in coaching as well, this is one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen, man. And the crazy part is this ain't new. The crazy part is this is still happening in the hood right now, right? Black men shooting at other black men, killing fathers, killing sons, killing brothers, uncles. And I don't know how that's going to end. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below, man. Longer video than expected, but it's necessary. Enjoy. And I'm out, bro.